guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're reviewing the Luxe Legacy Collection, which is by Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics and her lovely mother Robin. If you're interested in seeing what my thoughts are on this collection, then just keep watching. Guys, so as you probably already heard in the intro of this video, we are going to be looking into the Jaclyn Cosmetics Luxe Legacy Collection, which is the Jaclyn x Robin, her mother, aka her mom, their special collection that they did together for Mother's Day. I got the eye set, and then I got two lipsticks. I got the setting powder and the setting spray as well. So we're just going to have fun. I'm going to basically be doing like a full face of Jaclyn Cosmetics. So if you are on board, then just keep watching because we're going to just get started. We'll just get cracking right away because I'm doing this on my lunch break, like always. That's a lippy. So here is the palette. It's the Dear Mom palette. And then we've got some primer because we're going to do the primer first. And then we'll go into the palette. Here is our primer. So there have been a lot of videos on this. So I know I'm not the only YouTuber. And I am a small YouTuber. So I understand that, you know, probably there are going to be better videos out there. I have only been doing this for a couple of years. I still have like a certain amount of technology that I use. I haven't really gone for the big time yet because buying these products, buying all the new releases, or buying the new releases that I'm interested in even, is still not cheap. So I hadn't really upgraded my like camera and like the voice recording microphone things. I have a microphone, I have a camera, and I haven't upgraded them since purchasing them. This is how the eye primer looks. Now, it is supposed to be a type of primer that will keep your eyes from creasing and let you hold on to the color very well, so it doesn't crease or blur too much, and it helps it blend. So I always feel like it's good to use the eyeshadow primer and any other kind of primers that go along with the makeup you're putting on the rest of your face. I've just always felt like that's a good idea. Oh, this goes on so smooth. Now, I've heard that there are some little anti-aging benefits of this, and I think just in the fact that it probably, if it doesn't crease and it doesn't have your eyeshadow creasing, then that's probably what they mean. It is a very slippery, almost greasy feeling primer. I have extremely dry everything. My eyelids, my skin, all over my face, everything is extremely dry. So I kind of like how this feels. I know that Jaclyn loves a luminous type moisturized finish, so we're on board with that. Here's the little Dear Mom palette. I know Allie Dawson read the inscription on it. I don't think I can read this inscription that she wrote to her mom without crying. Should I read it? I don't know. I think everybody's read it, but I think if I read it, I'm going to cry because I'm a mom. I only have a 4-year-old, but it's beautiful. It's well written. I know there are a lot of people that are kind of giving Jaclyn some flack about this, but I think that this was a really sweet, beautiful project she did. I love that she did this with her mother. Here's a little thing. I usually save these. I try to save these. This is the color story, and there's the picture of Robin and Jaclyn together. It's really sweet, I think. And this is our color story. I'm wearing yellow today, so I'm going to kind of go with like a yellow glow type thing. And I am going to use the brushes I have. I look for a nice fluffy brush. The very first one I pull out is this Glam Light fluffy brush. And I think I am going to go into this shade Honey because it's like the color of my eyelid. So I like that. So we're going to go in there. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting like super hot. It's going to be like 80 here in Charlotte today. So maybe I'm just already feeling those 80-degree temperatures. I don't know. I know Andy turns on the AC, but I've got my window just cracked enough to get some natural sunlight in here because I just really like the natural sunlight, but I think it's making me hot. So we're going to close it. We're going to close it because I don't want to be sweating on camera too much. You're like a little sweating like a whore. Is it a whore in church or on Sunday or something like that? That's a terrible saying. All right. All right, so now where do I want to go? So that looks good. I like it. I think I want to go into, y'all, I don't decide until I film what I want to, what kind of look I want to go for. I guess we can go with let's go into, is it peanty butter here, this little peanut butter color here. I'm going to use the same brush. Yes, although of y'all who like to roll your eyes at this, roll away. I don't care. I'm going to go on in and I'm just going to get around here. I'm just trying to frame the eye look. So, and it is very peanut butter looking, especially on the eye. It's pretty cute. I'm so excited about this palette. It's neutrals, but and cool toned. But I am here for it. There's some warmth in here too. It's just fun. It may be like an everyday palette, but that we need everyday palettes. We just do. I don't care what anybody says. You need an everyday palette. I mean, what are you going to wear every day if you don't have an everyday palette, right? It's only science. It is very dusty, so I'm glad that I skipped putting on my makeup until after. So yeah, you get to see my crazy unmade up face. I did do a little bit of skincare, but I did it much earlier. I feel like my breathing's really off today. Whenever the weather gets hot and humid, then my asthma gets worse. So you're probably going to hear me breathing a little heavier, and I apologize for that. But that's part of being an asthmatic adult. I'm sure plenty of you out there can relate. All 12 of you. Let's see. What do we want to do to deepen this outer area? Should I do Pudding Girl, which is like this? This is Pudding Girl. Should I do Pudding Girl or or this one? Or this one? What do you guys think? I just want a very basic everyday look. I think I'm going to go with Pudding Girl because it's orangey. And I think that that's one of the ones that Jaclyn liked the best. I mean, I'm going to use a different brush though. Y'all are probably like, finally! I'm going to use my Allie Dawson brush. So we're going to go into Pudding Girl. One of these Allie Dawson X Bling brushes. I love this collection. I mean, I actually really like bling brushes now because they're like Sigma quality, but they are pretty as well, like really pretty and fancy. So I'm going back into Pudding Girl. I don't know if that's going to show up with the color I laid down before that. I think it is. I think it's deepening it up. What do you guys think? Does it look like it's deepening up? Oh yeah, you have to get in there and blend a little better, Lumiere. So yeah, if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sarah. I know I just kind of like awkwardly am injecting that in here, but I do like to do makeup reviews. I'm pretty obsessed with makeup. I've gone through a lot to try to come up with a name that I felt like was marketable and something that people would be able to find me when they go to look me up, because I know a lot of people have trouble finding me if I don't provide a link. It's always been like that for me, though. In everything that I do, even on my actual Facebook and the original IG that I use, that happens a lot because my name is Rare, my first and last name. My last name is Lemarier or Lemalier in French. And yeah, like apparently it's like I've always had high security things going on because of the jobs that I've had and I currently have. It's a situation where, because I do a lot of like phone work and stuff like that, if people know enough about you, they can find you anyhow. But I've been in, unfortunately, compromising situations where I just wanted to keep my security high. But now that I've gotten older and I'm not as much, I'm not nearly as much trouble as I used to be. And even with my current job, I still try to be cautious, and, I like to be limited about the information that I relate to the people I talk to on the phone, because I am in a telephonic position job. I work for healthcare, but I make appointments and I help people with a My Chart. And I know that, I've kind of always been a very private person. I'm kind of a homebody. No, I think I'm like the definition of a homebody. I'd rather be home than anything. Okay, so we have played with that color. We're going to move on to the next color, and we'll try to pick up the conversation about being a homebody and what I'm getting at in a minute here. I did buy one of these Jaclyn Luxe eyeshadows, or it's like a gel eyeshadow, and I want to use it. I know that she's got plenty of beautiful shimmers in the palette, and I should really be using that, huh? But look at that. That's beautiful, right? And it matches the colors that I've got going on. But then so does, no, Family AF. That one's a little bit more yellow and more green. There's like a green cast to it, like an army green cast to the Family AF. Family AF is right here. Oh, come on, finger. It's right there. There. My fingernails pointing. My fingernails look like that because I paint them a lot. So they have kind of like a yellow cast to them. It's just what happens when you paint your fingernails a lot. Should I do, maybe apple pie would be cute? Let's do apple pie. Let's save this pot for another day and we'll do apple pie. Let's do apple pie. I feel like I'm pretty all-American. And then we'll do French silk, which doesn't look like French silk pie to me, but maybe I've been having the wrong French silk pie. Come on, Jaclyn, don't hold out. Tell us where you get your French silk pie. Okay, so we're going to go into apple pie. I like to put shimmers on my finger. That's how French silk looks on the finger. I'm going to pop it in the center lower part of the lid. Ooh, that's pretty. And I don't know. Do you guys think that that's like too much in my, the lines of my eye? I get really sensitive about that because, again, super dry skin. I always get makeup stuck in those lines. Even when I didn't have much lines. I mean, you're going to have lines on your eyelid though, because skin is flexible and needs to move. So, science. So, you're going to have little lines, but, as long as it's not like all you see when you look at me is lines, then I'm sure we're okay. So I'm just going to do this. My mom, I gave her the other Jaclyn Hill palette I had, the one that was from Morphe that was so patchy on me, and it looks so good on her, y'all. She wore it this Sunday. She did like this like a dark pink in the outer V and then like a shimmer in the inner part of her eye, and it just looked beautiful. I think it was only like 2 colors and she looked so beautiful. So this collection, like, one of the reasons why I'm super interested in it is because I've gotten super close to my mother since I had my daughter, and I just thought it was the sweetest little collection. So now I'm blending with this other brush that had the other colors on it just to make it all cohesive and blend together beautifully. And then for the French silk color, do I want to do French silk or do I want to do meat and potatoes? What do you think is prettier with this? With meat and potatoes? Let's look at meat and potatoes. That's meat and potatoes. And then let's look at French silk. That's French silk. So meat and potatoes and French silk. Is that meat and potatoes? No. Meat and potatoes. Oh my gosh, my fingers just don't want to do that. That's meat and potatoes, and that's French silk. Maybe do both? I'm going to put meat and potatoes in the innermost corner here. That's really pretty though. And then we'll do French silk, sort of blending into that. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, this is a freaking gorgeous palette for everyday looks. I mean, I know it's not for everybody, but for me, it's a great everyday palette. I would think a lot of people would be able to get everyday use out of this. I do love my colors, but sometimes you got to go with something that is a little bit more palatable, especially if you work in an office. Like when I worked from the office for this job, I would have needed something like this. I mean, I wore the crazy colors because you know what? I'm a silly girl. But, you know, I should have probably been wearing something like this. All right, so what do I want to put under my lid? Now, I did get all of the eyeliners. They did come in this eye kit. So maybe something complimentary to that. What kind of look am I going for? Some of them. So yeah, I do have like a burgundy, black, a brown, which I do love brown. What about a brown? Let's do a brown. How about that? Let's go with a brown. I know I have other eyeliners that I didn't even take out. Let me just show you the other colors. I have like a steel gray and then like a coal color. But we're going to do the brown because I just love a brown eyeliner, and brown mascara. Just the best to me. We are going to use Buddy down below here, which is right next to the black. We're going to use that Buddy shade, and we're going to use this flat brush from Bling Brushes X Dolly Dawson collection. We're just going to stamp that below. And I do fully blame lovely, not like angrily blaming, but lovingly blaming my lovely friend, Allie Dawson, for getting me so into Jaclyn Cosmetics. I didn't know what I was missing out on. Like, I didn't think that it would be something that I would be into, so I could kind of like missing the target and not really getting into it. And then I did like a full face of Jaclyn when her like tinted moisturizer stuff came out, and I've been obsessed ever since. And I'm also going to try to like take this and put this at the top lid here. Now it's that same shade, Buddy. Just try to put that up here. I don't know if it really makes any difference, but it makes me feel good. So there's that. And I'm going to put the eyeliner on, and then I think I'm going to go, and we'll come back. I'll have the rest of my face made up, and we'll go over how the powder did, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that while we're on camera. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to. Maybe I'll just give you a review on how I thought it worked. We'll see. Maybe I'll set the look. We don't know. We do not know. I never know what I'm going to do. I'm so professional that way. Let's find the brown. I love a good burgundy eyeliner, so I'm super excited about that. If you have any green in your eyes at all, a burgundy eyeliner will bring out the green. Burgundy eyeshadow will bring out any green in anybody's eyes. And even if you don't really have that much green, if you just have like a green leaning, it will bring it out. So this is a perfect brown. Ooh, this is dirty. This palette's so beautiful looking, like the cover art. And all the moms on the back. And the mom and Jaclyn on the front. I just think a lot of people have talked about it and probably said the same things I'm saying, and I'm not any different than anybody else, but I think it's really pretty and very sweet. I think some people weren't favorable to this type of thing she did with her mom, but some people were. Some people, once they gave it a chance, really, really liked the collection. So I'm just going under and going over the line I created with that putty eyeshadow, just to seal that in. We want to seal our looks in. And let's keep going. I know my hand is in the front of my eye and you can't really see it, but I just wanted you to see how easy this is to use. I know not everybody has an easy time with eyeliner, but these are like actually going on pretty well. And like I'm trying to get in between the lashes. So when you're older, your eyelids start getting like really thick and you start seeing the white part of your eyes really easily. So it looks like you messed up on your eyeliner. And it's just because of what the eyelids are doing with age. So if you just go in here on the waterline of your upper lid, and then as close to the lashes as you can possibly get with like the lightest touch, you get a nice line. You get a really nice line. These are good eyeliners. I don't know why I'm so surprised. I mean, I like her lip liners, but I'm really surprised that I'm liking these eyeliners and they're just gliding so easily. Now, I know not everybody that's on my channel is fans of JSC. I didn't try his eyeliner yet. I have one. I've never tried it. I think I'm kind of timid to try it because I'm so picky about my eyeliners. I do like his lip liners though, but his lip liners are pencils and his eyeliners are like those automatic like twist up things. And I hadn't tried it yet. I just am afraid to give it a chance. I'm kind of like, of course, y'all know I love yellow, so I'm excited about this Banana Fetish palette. I'm dying for it. I wish it'd come out sooner. I really, really want it, and I'm going to get it. I don't know if I'm going to get much else. I kind of go back and forth and waffle on things. I do love his lip scrubs. He does make a good lip scrub. But I don't know if I really need it. I kind of want to try the moisturizer that comes in that like really elaborate, extra looking container. Just to leave out. I've had to sell some of my JSC stuff. I'm got the Beauty Killer too. I was going to do a video review on it. I was going to do a get ready with me, and I never did it just because I don't know that I'm creative enough, and I always feel, and I know this is self-doubt and you shouldn't be like this and all that. I'm sure there's plenty of people who are going to be in my comment section just chewing me out for saying this, but I just didn't feel like I was good enough at makeup yet to be able to do like a look that was totally my own using that palette. I really feel like I should have waited on that one because I wasn't as interested in that one. It's the first palette. Oh, when was the last palette that I didn't really like that well or wasn't that into? I don't like Orgy, since Orgy. It's the first palette since Orgy that I wasn't that interested in. And why I wasn't interested in Orgy is because it was all mattes, and I don't usually do all matte looks. I used to. But now that I've discovered a shimmer and how much better it lights up my face and how much I love like a good shimmer, then, and I love JSC's shimmer formula. They have the best shimmer. But yeah, like it's just kind of like I've cooled off a little bit on it. And I did like Weirdo. I did like Pricked. I mean, I get why he named Pricked, but I would have liked it better if he was able to have gotten the name Blood Orange. But because I think that Florida blood orange growers or Italy, I don't know. Somebody they have already copyrighted that name, so you can't use that name. So I think that's why he wasn't able to call it blood orange. How's that look? It looks pretty good. I mean, I think this goes on really easy, even on this one eye here. That is the hard eye to do for some reason. My left eye is just like rolls away from me, and I feel like it moves. But it looks pretty darn good. So I'm just going to go and I'm trying to match this eye to the left eye, the right eye to the left eye a little bit more, and add a little bit more, a little more drama to it. And it looks pretty cute. I do like it. And of course, I've got to go do the rest of my face, and then we'll be back to do lips. And I don't know if I'm going to do the powder or setting spray on camera, but I hope to. But I will be back, and if you guys are enjoying, please think about subscribing. I know I'm already asking pretty early on, but if you're enjoying it so far, think about subscribing. I'm going to put it out there. Just think about subscribing, because maybe we'll have fun. You know, maybe you'll like my style. I don't know. Y'all, the two lippies, though. This is just something I have to say before I cut this thing off. Like, we've got this, which is a pretty dark pink. And then we've got this, which is a lighter pink. I don't know which one of these I'm going to go with. Probably this one. Depends on how the rest of my face makeup goes. But we'll be back. We'll do lips and hopefully the rest of everything together. So thank you so much for watching this far long, and we'll see you in a bit. I'm in between phone calls and I wanted to go ahead and try out this lip liner. I already used, and I will insert the little reel where I used this Jaclyn Cosmetics powder move loose setting powder. It's supposed to be good for people who have fine lines and that kind of thing because it's created by Robin and Jaclyn together. This is the color Sweetheart. Sweetheart. Okay, so what I was saying before I had to cut it off is the one I chose, the lips kit that I chose to use today, is in the lip liner in the shade Sweetheart and the lipstick in the shade Sweetheart. The reason why I chose these today, not only do I think it'll match the look I did better, kind of, is that my daughter, my little nickname for her is always Sweetheart. So, yeah, I always call her Sweetheart. You know, the little term of endearment you always use. So this is what the color will look like. Hopefully it'll tie everything together. We're going to go ahead. And I will insert the clip of me using this in the video. It won't have any sound, but that's okay. I'll throw some music and something in there just so you guys can see. And then we'll do final thoughts after we're done doing the lips. I do love her lip liners. They're really nice and soft. And they do the trick. So I always overline a little bit because some of my lip has scar tissue in it and was ruined from my accident. So it's kind of got like, it's gotten choppy and it's not like a full solid line. So I do overline just to kind of make it smooth because it's just scar tissue there. You can see it if you look really close in this area. But I'll just overline that a little bit. Sorry, I know this is going like right in your screen. I always get like extra dry. Oops. And these little corners of my mouth. So, ew, my lips look dry. I did put powder on them to set the color because these Outspoken lippies, I know they bleed like nobody's business. So I just went and made my lips extra dry. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but I'd like to think it will. And Andy and Emma are home, so that's fun. To go and make dinner. You guys can have for dinner tonight. I think we're going to have like some kind of delicious chicken dish. Andy loves chicken. I love like hamburger, and I always do something with hamburger, but the man loves chicken, so I always try to make him something kind of like Italianish with chicken. It's like this thing. Then I make where I bake the chicken with veggies and cheese in the oven. Okay, so there we go. Not my greatest work, but not my worst work either. Let's go ahead and get this Outspoken liquid lip out. I should have probably like done a lip scrub or something. I just ripped the package on this, but you know what? It's okay. I don't really need to keep this packaging. But then we'll get my final thoughts on this Luxe Legacy collection. All right. There's their little preview of what the color looks like. This is the color Sweetheart again, in case I didn't make that clear. This smells really good. I think it'll smell like chocolate. Smells so nice. I really do think it's more than vanilla frosting. I think it kind of smells like a little touch of chocolate. Maybe I'm just hungry. I don't know. There we go. So this was the little lip kit in the shade Sweetheart. And this is my full look using as much Jaclyn as I have, well, all the Jaclyn that I have, like the primer. Of course, I used the tinted moisturizer and the concealer. I used that too. Then I threw it across the room because I'm so talented. But anyhow, so I have some final thoughts about this Luxe Legacy collection. Ooh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't spray. We did use this earlier, the setting spray, or setting powder, but we did not use the setting spray. So here's the setting spray. I love setting sprays. I don't always use them, but this is supposed to be moisturizing as well. Let's give it a go. All right. Oh my gosh, Allie, you're right. It freaking smells like a spa. I mean, it's really cute container. Fun. I like it. I mean, hey, does it kind of? No, it doesn't necessarily match. Kind of almost matches. Like you could tell they're sisters. Well, mother and daughter, I guess. But yeah, it does. The spray, the setting spray kind of smells like a spa. Kind of like eucalyptus. Yeah, I smell eucalyptus and mint. It's nice. I like the way the lips stuff smells the best though. So as far as this goes, it looks cute. She's cute. She's cute. I don't hate the setting spray. It's pretty good. The Pout Spoken. This is the right set, right? Yeah, they're both the same, ain't they? Yeah, they're both Sweetheart, but they just look like samples, like slightly different colors. I don't know. Do you see what I'm talking about? Or is that just me being weird? Like there's a slight difference, but they're both Sweetheart. The other one that I got is Love, so I mean, I know, even though I can't read, that says Sweetheart, or that since I'm blind. I do like the eyeliner. It's really, really cute. I just used the brown one. I know it has a name. I'm just going to call it the brown one. What was it called? Okay, Smooth Bronze. So this is a bronzy brown. I like it. It's very nice. The eyeshadow primer. I really like this. Like, I really like it. It like made my eyes like almost greasy and everything, but I feel like it made the eyeshadow pop. It hasn't moved, and I've been wearing it since noon, so that's good. So that definitely, I like this. I like the primer. I like the bronze brown little eyeliner pencil. I like the palette. I wish I'd gone with like a little pinkier look than I did. I think I just ended up leaning into the worms because of me wearing a yellow shirt. So that's my bad. but I like it. I think that the eyeshadow itself performed really, really well. And this palette is beautiful and very, very sweet and perfect for Mother's Day. This little Dear Mom palette. I didn't really have, it was a little like, what's the word? A little messy, I guess, because it kind of got all over my face. But it was really, really cute. There are some cool and warm tones and a lot of neutrals in here. It's kind of like a little surprise. I guess you could use this every single day and do something different. I kind of want to play with this silvery blue color here. That's a shimmer. And then this gray blue, I think that would be pretty. Like you could do like a cute little smoky eye with this black, this gray, and then this kind of grayish blue, brown, and then that silver. You could do like this really pretty smoky eye look, which I'm kind of here for. There really aren't any pink looks in here, so I guess it's not really something I did wrong. I guess there wasn't really a whole lot of pink to go for. I love a pink eye look. That's why I'm talking about pink eye looks, because I just think that all my eye looks need to be pink. But it is a really good palette. I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it, and I think it's going to get me out of my like safe zone, because I have a tendency to stick to pinks because they're safe, and some of the oranges because they're safe. Well, clearly I'm still using oranges. Clearly. But I do like it. And I think the message on it, the little message is so sweet. I read it when I wasn't filming, and yes, I cried. So if you see this eye really messed up and mascara a little bit goopy looking weird, that's because I was crying when I was reading this. So yeah, and then I was looking at all the pictures on the back, and it was just melting my heart. I was just like, oh, this is so sweet. What a good little like collaboration. I know some people are like, you know, lukewarm about the whole thing. I can't wait to try all these other eyeliners. I love a good eyeliner, and I'm stoked for the other liners. This is the Love color. It's a whole lot more pink than this, like a darker color than this. So I think that maybe I did the better of the two for this look that I came up with. I don't know. But these other eyeliners, they are so exciting. I can't wait to try them all out. And I'm excited about this collection. I'm excited about everything in it. I don't have anything really negative to say at all this go around. The only thing that I kind of lean towards being a little bit negative is this setting powder. I was hoping that it would get me out of using and laying on or just, you know, getting stuck on the Shea C luminous setting powder, because it's got a little luminosity to it, and it's also good for people who are older, meaning that it's not supposed to do this where your lines are showing up. I'm going to try not to, because sometimes I will, like, because of the mess in the background for me, like sometimes I'll try to like smooth everything out so you guys don't see all the mess I have going on in my office right now. I apologize. Sometimes I can be kind of messy. You can see it right there. A lot of times I'll smooth that out, and then that'll kind of get rid of some of my wrinkles too. But it's not really doing that, because usually I don't really have to soften things up too much. But I'm going to have to soften the crap out of my forehead, because it's showing all my lines from my forehead. Now, granted, I have kind of laid back on my skincare for my forehead a little bit. Not saying I haven't been doing anything at all, but I just haven't been doing the masks on Mondays like I was. I just had a really bad day yesterday. It was rough. It was not a good day for me, and I had a hard time. So I don't know if that is me or this, but I will try this again after I get a little bit better into my skincare. But this is the only thing that I wasn't head over feet in love with. And it's just that she makes some claims with her items that don't always work out for everybody. So, like, I don't know what the circumstances have to be. Maybe you need to be taking better care of your skin, and maybe that's completely 100% on me, which I would understand if it was 100% on me, because it is my skin and it is my body, and I do need to take care of it. But I don't know. So yeah, it's the only thing that I wasn't head over feet in love with. I do like the setting spray. I think it added a little bit more oomph back to my skin. I think it's looking a little bit more, you see a little bit more dewiness going on. This does add a little luminosity, which is nice. So yeah. So that's my thoughts on this collection, and if you guys liked this video, I hope you did. If you did like it, please hit the little like button and be sure to subscribe, because I do random videos randomly throughout the week. Sometimes I'll do 2, sometimes I'll just do 1. Most of the time I'll do 1. Sometimes I do 2 if I find something super exciting that I want to talk about. I hope to be starting to do more, but it's just kind of hard. Don't feel as motivated as I should. I need to motivate myself a little better than I have been, but yeah, it's 100% me. So I just gotta get more motivated so I could do more videos with you guys, and I'd like to do some other types of videos. But if you're interested in seeing what we've got coming in the future, please show your support by subscribing and hitting the little notification bell so that you can go ahead and not miss any uploads. If you're interested in seeing me review a specific product or specific item coming out, mention that below. I am 45 years old. I have dry skin. I have some wrinkles clearly on my forehead. I don't really have any on the rest of my face. I've been fortunate and blessed enough to have good genes to where this is where the most of any lines that I have show up. I do get a couple in my face, but they're just like smile lines. I think everybody gets smile lines. I don't know if that is age related or just, well, you do see some down here, but it isn't anything that I'm concerned about. It doesn't look bad. I don't feel like I look like an old lady or anything, but I am not a spring chicken. So I do know that I have to do certain things, and I do try to just show you guys the way that I do my makeup that I feel like makes me feel the best. And if you've got anything in common with me, please go ahead and definitely consider subscribing, because I do try to address my skincare problems. And I do have a skincare video that I'm working on formulating and all that, where I'll go over and do like my complete skincare routine with you. If you're interested in seeing that, definitely subscribe. But you can always become a Patreon and support my channel. That is in the little description box below. Always try to link my Patreon so that you guys can get exclusive giveaways and content that I will be posting over there. I'm thinking about doing the skincare routine on Patreon at first, just so that I can get a feel for whether or not it's going to be something I should bring over to the main channel. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every single one of you. I'm so grateful for you, because I know that I wouldn't have anything going on at all if it weren't for you guys. And my Patreon, because I only have one, Melanie, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are looking to see anything in particular, don't be afraid to comment that down below. But thank you guys. Love you so much. Thanks for watching. Peace out, homies. Bye.